right event, which is good news. If you're wondering who I am, my name is Arnold Laguerre. I'm one of the volunteers with the user group. The normal host of this event, Ken Cinerelli, is actually sick with the flu and unavailable today. And Laurie Laurent is actually in transit somewhere between Toronto and here, which could take another hour to 10 hours, depending on the traffic. So meanwhile, you are in our hands, myself and Dan. We will take care of you and make sure you have a great experience at this event. So let me just go through some of the announcements. These are typically, if you've been here at this event before, you would have seen these slides. So who's new to this user group, by the way? Anyone new? Welcome. Okay, so this may not be new to you, but so first thing I want to do is thank our sponsors, Northtail Software, which is a local software company, and we're fortunate to have the CEO of this company here with us. Stand up, Matt. Wave everyone. Thank you, Matt. And we also have Microsoft as a full season sponsor as well as RL Solutions, which works in the software for healthcare, and they're based out of Toronto. It's a great company, check them out. We have some swag giveaways at the end of the event, and you will find that these are great companies to check out. We have two of them that we'll be offering later today at the end, CodeSmith and PostShop. So if you want to sponsor CTDNUG, you can go onto the meetup page and find more information or contact one of us. We'd be happy to give you more information. One thing that's also important to us is rating this meetup. So that feedback is used not only by the organizers, but it's also used by the sponsors as well as Microsoft to make sure that we're providing value to the community. There's also a job posting board on the meetup page. And is anyone looking for work, or is anyone having a need for new workers here that wants to talk or make a pitch to the members here? Anyone?
Yeah.
Please stand up.
Hi, my name is Arindam. I'm actually actively looking for C# or Swift iOS developer job. I graduated from Conestoga Software Engineering Technology program. I'm currently enrolled in it. I'm in my final year. One of my profs, he probably comes there quite a bit, and he actually advises to visit it. So that's why.
Great. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay. So upcoming events that you should definitely check out. One is another event hosted by this group, which is the dual session, one on Hassler and cognitive services with Xamarin, which I believe, Dan, you're the host of, right?
Yes, I am.
So you get to have Dan as the host for that event if you attend it, which is on March 7th.
No, I
Oh. And the next one is on April 11th, Serverless Computing with Azure Functions and Xamarin. That one is being done by Mark Ortega, which is a great and very knowledgeable person when it comes to Xamarin and software development and just all around technology in general. And there's a new user group in Waterloo as of last week called the Waterloo Region Azure Group Meetup. It was started by me last week, and the purpose of it is just a coincidence, but actually it started up, and so we have a few events coming up, and it's not meant to be a user group in the sense that the way it is right here. It's a user group that will be bringing special events to this region. So two of the ones that we have lined up is the 2018 Global Azure Bootcamp, which is on a Saturday, and the other one is the Global DevOps Bootcamp in June. And so we'll be bringing a whole series of events like that that are basically boot camps, workshops, and the idea is to have presenters and a venue and content that is meaningful, that has an impact on your career, and where you actually leave learning and being able to use that knowledge effectively later. Stay tuned for more information about that. The Toronto.NET meetup, which is held in the Microsoft Toronto office by Hassan Askandari, they're having one on CI, CD, and SQL Server and migrating to VSTS. So another great topic if you like DevOps and some of the cooler stuff from the Microsoft DevOps software options. So tonight's presentation is Minecraft for Developers, Learning to Code and Advanced AI by Bruno Capuno. Okay. We're fortunate to have him here. He came all the way here to present for us, so thank you for coming out tonight. And I will now pass it over to Bruno. Thank you very much.
So let's use computers.
Bruno,
Yes?
could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, yes, of course. So, wait, that's me. I thought I'm big head. It's been a long time since I see myself in a very big picture. Bruno Capuano, I've been here in Canada for 2 years. Before moving to Canada, I was living 11 years in Spain. Before this, I was raised and born in Argentina. I've been in Microsoft MVP for the last 11 years, and they're still trying to figure out which is the technology award or whatever they want to put me. This year, I think is something related to emerging technologies. I'm basically a guy who likes to play around with this kind of stuff and have a good time. And you know it's going to be fun when you see a couple of Xbox controllers in the table and this kind of thing. So, oh my god. So, hey, Java. That's what's happening when you're using Java stuff. I'm sorry, let's enable this one here and here. So, today is not the standard session. I've been talking a lot about cognitive services before this. I've been talking a lot about HoloLens, Kinect, a lot of devices. But Minecraft is really, I really like Minecraft because it's going to take me back to my previous life when I was talking a lot about Lego and Lego Milestone. I just see a big picture there of Lego Milestone activity who are there. So I have a couple of questions here to see how do you want the session and how the session should be. How many of you are developers? Okay, so almost full developers in the house. C# developers, JavaScript developers, what kind of developers? C# mostly? JavaScript? Okay, please don't answer JavaScript. I hate JavaScript. I know that it's going to take over the world, but I don't like it. And I'm sorry?
AcroScript.
Oh my god. that's bringing back very old memories in my. I am not going to tell you my age, but I know that. So this is Minecraft, and probably everybody knows Minecraft. So I do not want to spend much time explaining how is Minecraft, but I think it's good to understand why I'm presenting this and why I'm pitching this. If you see why I was using Lego for a long time. So Microsoft released 10 years ago, yes, in 2018, yes, 10 years ago, released a suite which is called Microsoft Robotics. And this was C# 2.0, I think, something like this. And it was a full set where you can program, you can add some codes to robots, and you can control robots. And it was amazing. I mean, this was Visual Studio 2008, or I think, something like this, where you see these 3D modelers in crack machines. It was very slow, but at the end of the day, you can pick up this piece of code and connect to a real robot, and the robot will go into run. So I spent a lot of time, I did a lot of demos back in Europe, in Spain and other countries, using the Lego Milestone suite. If you don't know what this is basically a Lego suite, which has a main brick, which is a computer, and then you can connect to this computer a lot of different sensors. You have an ultrasonic sensor, a color sensor, a sound sensor, and a couple of motors. And it has the Lego, all of the Lego culture behind. You can create a spider, a humanoid, a lot of things, and it was amazing. I have amazing time with this. My kids love these kind of things, and I really like it because also, if you don't know, I'm sorry, this is kind of a free advertising, but if you really want to see how a company evolved through the years and keep it always in the top of a good company, go for this book. I don't know how much it is. I have this book for a long time, but it's big, and it tells the Lego story. And the Lego story is amazing. I don't know if you know how Lego started, how they created, but this is a Danish company. It started a lot of time ago, over 80 years ago, I think, and it was basically a guy who was very well working with wood and started to create tools. And 30 years later, they was one of the first to move from tool to the plastic. And all of this time, he has this idea that I want to create something which allows me to create something else, something which is going to be amazing and beautiful. So he spent almost 20 years of his life, and 20 years is a lot, thinking of the brick. And this is the brick that he designed. And the amazing thing about Lego is that when he patented and created the first brick, the Lego brick, this brick from 1960, I think, are still available and compatible with today's bricks. So it's an amazing story what's happened. if you go for read the Lego story, it's great. They're telling a lot of amazing facts, amazing things that you can find here. There's a full story here where you can see how the Lego were invented. So the Ole Kirk started in over 100 years. Started here at the company, and here starting somewhere here he had a plastic molding machine. It was kind of one of the first one in Europe. Everybody saying he was crazy, but he know there was something here. And over the years, it started to grow, and it's all based on the brick. And if you think about how the things have changed, these guys are amazing. By the way, if you ever seen for Lego facts, you are going to find a lot of crazy things. Like an example, I like a lot of these. Let me go for the good ones. So the first Lego from 1949, so a lot of years, but the good ones are this one. Do you know that Lego is the largest producer of rubber wheels in the world? Do you know that? That is amazing. Do you know that if the Lego minifigurines are real people, there should be the biggest population in the world, and I think there are over 4 billion people. It's amazing. If you go for Lego history, it's amazing. But at the end of the day, and I don't want to go here because you can stack all of the Lego bricks from the Earth to the moon 10 times, so it's crazy when you see Lego. But they also have some patch in their history. So back into 2007, 2005, something like this, they realized that, hey, we are creating physical toys, but everybody's moving to a digital environment. Kids are loving to play with computers. Old people also love to play with computers. So what we can do? And I don't know how many of you work with people in Europe. I don't know how many of you work with people in Northern Europe. They are crazy people, amazing but crazy people. These Danish people are so perfectionist. They are looking for something perfect that they spend a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of people involved and create the Lego universe. And the Lego universe was an online world where you can create your own figurine and you can build stuff and you can create stuff. But at the end of the day, because they were working and trying to have a perfect product, they basically need to shut down the product because it didn't work. It didn't have the amazing thing that you have when you're playing with Lego. I don't know if you ever realize. But again, I'm not going to talk much about Lego, but every time that you click 2 pieces of Lego, the sound of the Lego is kind of unique. You are going to hear the sound and you're going to, hey, this is Lego. Other thing which is important there, every time that you click 2 pieces of Lego, your brain is basically shooting you small doses of kind of a happy, kind of random things, or you're happy. So they're looking for the same thing here, and they didn't make it because they spent so much time, so much money. It's not perfect enough, it's not perfect enough. To be honest with you, at the end of the day, even this, which is not a good story for Lego, worked for Lego because after this they decided, hey, we are not going to be able to create an online world, but they created what is called TT. If you've ever seen any of the Lego video games, Lego Batman, Lego Star Wars, Lego Indiana Jones, pick up any of the biggest movies in the last 10 years and they have a Lego game under there. Go for the Lego movie or the Lego Batman movie, and they're amazing. So they learn a lot of things here, but in all of this Lego trying to create an online world, we have this guy, Marcus, not person. Again, if you have time, and I really like, I spend a lot of time creating things, and that's where I also like to spend a lot of time trying to understand how things were created. So if you spend some time reading the life of this guy, is amazing. This guy is the one who created Minecraft. And long story short, he is the typical guy when he was, I don't know, 7, 10 years old, someone gave him as a present the Commodore 64, so he started to buy computer magazines, and in the back of the magazines there is some printed code, so he learned how to print, and he becomes a student of technology. And fun fact here, he worked for a long time for King. King is the company behind Candy Crush and behind other big hits. If you don't know King, again, go search for King. They are amazing, 100 employees, and they are doing tons of money. Again, and this is somewhere in Sweden. I can't remember the name of the city. So these guys worked there, and he spent a lot of time. He really liked game. He really liked to game. He really liked to understand how he can create a game. And at the end of the day, he was working in King, and in his first time he was participating in, I don't know, I am not a fan of the game industry, but there seems to be hackathons or community events like this. So he was very also well known in this event because he went there and created new games. The King people didn't like that he was also creating games outside of the company, so they came to an agreement and he left the company, he went to work, I think it's something like an online photo sharing, but he always loved to create games. And he was focused a lot into the indie community because, I don't know if you know the indie community, I didn't even know that indie community for gaming because it's individual, because the main goal there is that anyone can create a full game. And they're not, most of them are not focused on high quality games, or they are only there because they like to game, they like the game or the game. Let's try to create something fun, have some fun time. Maybe it's a 5-hour game or a 5-minute game. So that's the mindset behind this guy. And this guy created Minecraft. And again, I can't remember the name, but he didn't create Minecraft from scratch. There was a game before Minecraft created for a US guy, which is very similar. I haven't seen it, but they say this was very, very similar. And this has an issue, because it's also a building game with kind of challenge, but it has an issue that this guy released the game kind of for free. And there was a lot of people hacking the game, cracking the game. So at the end of the day, it become like Android today, for the Android users. That you have version 1.1 to the game, and I want to play with Arlan, but Arlan has a custom 1.13, so we couldn't play together. So it was a mess. This guy, at the end of the day, released the code, saying that's it. He even sends this guy, the other guy's not complaining about this, but hey, Minecraft is an amazing story. And I don't know how many of you know that he started the company by himself. He made a lot of money. He decided to charge the game by, I think it started in something like $10 for the game. And then a couple of years ago, he sold the company, a 100 employees company, for $2.5 billion to Microsoft. And he's still around, he's still looking to what to do, but hey, this is Minecraft. This is what you have in Microsoft. Sorry, I have a couple of amazing pictures there. So, by the way, Minecraft is the crappiest game ever. I never played Minecraft until 3 years ago. I think yes, I was still in Spain when my kids started to play Minecraft. And I said, hey man, we have the Xbox One with amazing 4K graphics and we are playing that. Okay, they like to play this crappy, this is a flying pig. And you don't understand that everything was happening behind Minecraft, and they start to play in Minecraft. And it has a lot here, which is amazing for a tool to learn. Oh, I'm sorry, you're taking pictures. I'm going to share the slides later. I always share the slides, but if you want, that's fine. Do you want to take a picture?
Yeah.
Fine. So, you can build, and this is amazing. If you go online and see what people are doing, it's crazy. They are creating, not one-to-one, but they're creating full replicas of any important building, anything which is famous in the world. You're going to find someone who spent a lot of time creating this in Minecraft. Because Minecraft is easy to create. Of course, you have crappy scenes. Of course, you have a lot of whatever castle that you have. There are a lot of things there. But the nice things about Minecraft is that you are not only creating. When Marcus created this game, he basically creates two things here. You can use Minecraft to mine. Basically, you can click into the cubes and you can mine the cubes and you can reuse them. And then you can mix a different set of cubes to create new ones. And also, you can play with other people. You can have a Minecraft server, and then you can have a couple of people connecting to the server and interacting there, and it's not a fancy and amazing Second Life interaction. It's a crappy chat. That means a crappy chat or pixel chat that is there, and that's it. And with these three things, Minecraft become amazing. When Minecraft started, the only thing that they have this survival mode. And what survival mode means, if you play, I don't know, Gears of War, Call of Duty, whatever, nice first one shooter, you know survival is hard, complicated. Here, basically, you have day, you have night, and the night you have creepers, which are kind of slow zombies coming to you, and you have some kind of a spider trying to attack you, and that's it. And by the way, if you want to create a game, and if you want to create something which is going to be the enemy, go for zombies. Zombies is easy. The zombie only do like this. And if it has a wall, it will hit the wall, turn, and move. Don't try to create an amazing SAS agent from the... It's very complicated. The zombie is very easy. You can put a bunch of zombies, a heart of zombies, and then it's going to work like this. So, Minecraft have zombies. Again, the people love it. How are you going to defend by the zombies? I will build the wall, and I see my kids building a wall, building a hole, and creating an amazing castle. And it's a small zombie which is not going to be able to straight walk. It's crazy, but it's what we have. And then, and this is the important part, and this is where I switch from slide to the code. There is the time that you have mods. And if you are in the Minecraft world, and I am not in the Minecraft world, I only, it's kind of a hobby, you are going to find almost everything here. Everything that you are looking for, there should be, if you want to see, hey, I want to visit the, I don't know, I want to the Eiffel Tower in Minecraft. Go search online, you will find a mod, you install this mod, and you are going to be able to use it. And basically it's mods for modification. And it's very easy also to see how they are working. So let me show you a quick demo of how you are going to use Minecraft. By the way, I see a couple of familiar faces, they know me. I speak a lot. And if you don't stop me, I can speak until 10 p.m. So if you have a question, please raise your hand and use the Hey Bruno. The Hey Bruno works and works very fine, and works very well. If not, I'm just continue speaking. So, yes.
Did you want to break it half your point, or you just want us to go through?
It's up to everyone. What time do you usually make the break?
About 7:20, 7:25.
Okay, let's do this. Let me start with the mods and the first demos, and let's see what time we finish, and maybe we'll make a break. So I have Minecraft here. This is not the version that I want to use. This is for another demo, but as I said, in the store you have Minecraft. I can't remember the price of Minecraft. Let me double check here. I think it's $20. So, I am not going to see the price because I already have it. But I think it's $20, $30, something like this. I have it here, and it's the Windows 10. The Windows 10 Minecraft application. Of course, you can use it with the keyboard. And everybody seen Minecraft before? Or this is first Minecraft? This is the first time in Minecraft for anyone. No, first time? Okay, amazing! You can see the beats here. You can see everything here. This is Minecraft. It's crazy that people look at the crappy fonts that they are using. And people love it. The first time you get here, you can't understand how the hell this is so popular. And I didn't put Minecraft facts, but I will add, when I share the slides, a couple of facts of Minecraft. They sold a lot of copies of this. There are a lot of people using this, and it's crazy, this word, and I like it. I can put some C# on top of this, so I really love it.
I've seen in-app purchases. So
yes, and now they have the in-app purchases, which is crazy, because I see, now I have my kids.
you can play the game without, if you don't want to do purchases. You can fully play the game, or in-app purchases are for special features and stuff.
Oh, yes, that's for sure. They are going to, it's in the DLC mode, so if you want to have some special stuff, you need to go here. I don't know if it's, as you see, I have 0 coins here, so I didn't purchase anything. But hey, it's still having his own store. For sure, to get to a high level, you need to spend some money here. But I don't know. I know that they have the store. This is kind of new. They have a lot of stuff here, but I don't care. So let me go to play, so I can show you for the ones who never saw Minecraft. I will create a world. I have a couple of templates. Of course, the templates are locked. I need to, if you have some money and you want to share money with me, I will be happy to show you in one of these templates. If not, I will create one from scratch, and I will put 01. You have 2 modes, survival and creative. When you go for creative, you have achievements or not. I don't care about this. You have difficulty. There are a couple of things interesting here, which is one. Let me show my coordinates and activate cheats. So I can create the world. I can define if I want to have multiplayer game or not. There are a couple of things here, but once I create the world, this is Minecraft. This is a 5-minute demo of Welcome to Minecraft. I don't know how to make it a hello world here. But pixels everywhere. And very basic movement is let me go to the water, I can drop into the water, and of course I can dead into the water after a couple of seconds. I'm starting to drown, so I can go here, I can mine, let me mine, this is mining, breaking things, this is mining. I can make a hole in the floor, oh my god, I have a floor, oh I'm so smart. This is mine, this is it. And let's try to find there should be some animal somewhere here. Let me play around. And by the way, I am using the Xbox controller because it's much more easier. I never get used to the keyboard and the mouse, but you can use it with the keyboard. Oh, yes. Have a sheep here, and of course, oh, sorry, let me go down here. You can kill the sheep, and I see my kids chasing sheep all the time, and when you kill the sheep, I'm sorry, I am not in favor to killing animals. Please do not take this like this. I want to show you only that when you kill the sheep, you get a steak here, so I have a steak here in my This is Minecraft. This is crazy. Something like easy like this, people like it. But let me go back to mods. So I will close Minecraft. So there are mods. As I said, there are a lot of mods and this modification. And if you go online for something like Minecraft mods, I don't know how many of these you are going to find, but you are going to find over 6 million results. Take 1 million as maybe the public sites where you have more than people are downloading and using. And I have downloaded, I think I use this one, the first one, yes. I have downloaded a couple of these, and the way that you can install this mod is very, very, very easy. So when you download the mod, let me open this one, this is it, and go for the question later. When you download the mod, I have here, this is basically a zip file, which inside the file have a lot of assets for a lot of information. You have a lot of things here that you can reuse, and you can find mods, you can find worlds, which are basically a full world of stuff that you can do, and they are very cool and very easy to use. So if I want to install a new mod, and this is not the way that you are supposed to do this, you need to go and buy, you need to go to your profile folder, then to app data, then to local, then to package, then to Microsoft.Minecraft, somewhere here, Universal Windows Platform application, then to local state, game, com.mozans, and this is the place that the Windows 10 application is storing all of the assets that you can overwrite, add, or whatever. If you want to do the same for the desktop version of Minecraft, and by the way, Minecraft was created in Java, so it's a Java application at the end. So it's a simple executable here. You can go for the application data, and then you have Minecraft here, and then you have assets, and you can put your assets here, or you can put your save here. There are a lot of tutorials. I am not going to show you a lot of things here, but let me go and I think I closed the good. Let me go and install a new world here. So data, local, package, Minecraft, local state, games, Mozart, and in Minecraft worlds, I am going to copy this world three 224, which I think is one of the ones that I download and is created to showcase something educational. So let's launch Minecraft again. I go to play. I have this world, and when I open this one, let me see which one is this one. Oh, this is one this is not the good one. Wrong word, I'm sorry. I need to copy another one. Let's say the Nintendo Switch. So How many of you have a Nintendo Switch? No, you don't have a Nintendo Switch. You know what is the Nintendo Switch? So there is a couple of guys who created the world, which basically has a running version of a Nintendo Switch. So I have here you work on Nintendo. Yes, Nintendo has created this for you. There's a couple of instructions here. Let me go to the end. Enjoy. I will press the button, look that way. So there you have a Nintendo Switch. And I can go here and I can do a couple of things here. I can destroy things, and when I have these buttons, I can press this button, and this is going to show me kind of a thanks to, but let me go also to there is an open button, there is a home, oops, I'm sorry. I will on, so this is, it is starting the Nintendo Switch, and you will see in a couple of seconds that it is up and running, and I can even go and use the commands there. So there are, there are people who are using this, who are creating this. And this is the next part of the things that I want to share you before we go into code. When you think of the thing when you start to think of this, you think, hey, this is amazing if you want to teach something. This is amazing if you want to move forward and start to do something for educational. So that's why we have education.minecraft.net. Microsoft created a specific version of Minecraft for education, which is basically focused for teachers and focused. So your assignment is to create a perfect work together with your group. And he opened this and he started to invite the kids to play around, to say, hey, what do you think? Why did you create this near this river? Because we know the river has water and we can grow some food here and we can do, oh, why do you put here near this mountain? Because I'm planning to create a big fence so I can fight with those guys and conquer this country. This is an amazing tool to teach, to learn whatever they want, and you have chemistry, math, you have a lot of things here that you can do, and at the end of the day, this lesson is focused on, hey, let's try to create a kind of a city, so let's put some governor there, the president, what is a country, so what is law, what do we want to do, let's do some lectures, let's do some collaboration. Everything based on Minecraft. They are using Minecraft to do this. And as I can tell you, my kids love to do this type of activity. And they can learn, a lot of things. Of course, because we are here. Mostly technology people. There is one stone, which is called the red stone, which is basically a logic switch. You have here an output, and you have on and off. And there are people who are creating, let's wait until these ones open the slides. And I will, yes, I know. Close this one, and close this one. So, let me give you a high level overview. I mean, it's been a long time for me here, but this sounds similar for you? Logic gates, zeros, ones, the basic. In a couple of years, it's not going to be relevant anymore. Quantum computing is here, so hey, let's forget about this. But if you want to teach someone how this works, it's amazing. So this is an AND port, this is an OR port, this is a lot of things. What do we have? What do we need? Okay, let's try to create this in Minecraft. And we have, where I put my percentage, we have these red stones, so we can do this and we can create an AND. Oh, let's move forward, let's try to create an OR. So we can do something similar. Let's try to create an XOR. So, hey, you have a lot of things that you can do here. And you can learn playing in Minecraft. And at the end of the day, I don't know if this is going to be the best way to teach adult people some kind of this, but you can put a 7-year-old, a 12-year-old kid and teach these kind of things. And I didn't want to create from scratch here a full video of this, a full wall of it, because it's kind of heavy, but I found this 4-minute video of a guy.
This is the basic concept.
I'm sorry, let's mute this. Let me try to get the audio.
Logic sentence, and the result that comes out the other side is called the output. Example, everything involving redstone operates under the concept of inputs and outputs. Even if it's as simple as a lever placed next to a door, the lever is the input and the door is the output. 2. The NOT gate, also called an inverter. This logic gate simply inverts the state of a redstone line. For example, an unpowered line becomes powered, and a powered line loses its power. Example, you want something, such as the pistons behind secret doors, to be on all the time, and only turn off when an input is received. Inverters are what let us do this. 3. The AND gate. This logic gate requires that both conditions are met before the output fires. Example, both lever A and lever B must be pressed in order to open the door. 4. The OR gate. This is a glorified way of showing that multiple inputs are attached to the same
I don't
line.
want to bother you with the full video, but you get the idea. And again, my kids are using this and they didn't even know that they are working with logic gates. But they created this amazing crappy system where you have a door and you have a lot of buttons that you only open the button if you press this one, this one, this one, and not press this one, this one, this one. And they're using this kind of thing. My kid is 10 years old. And lucky for me, he's kind of smart. It's not like his father, but he gets here. And somehow he gets here. I am waiting to the time that I can explain to him, hey, you know what you are doing? You know that you are doing the basis of the computer? You know that the iPhone that I have, the computer that you have, it's all based on the thing that you're doing here in Minecraft. So it's amazing for me, and I really like it. So you probably know that I really like it. But at the end of the day, if I do something like this, if I go here, and let me go to words, put this one, the if else word, and the redstone contraption. Again, this is all words that you can find online. You will see that everything is available here in the Minecraft. You have the mod, you can deploy the mod, and then when I play, let me open the survival, the if else. I can't remember this one. One of them has a lot of, it's kind of a tutorial on how to use these words. Oh, there it is. So here you can see, oh, this is word like this. I can fly into the top and see how it's work. Or oops, here I can see a total time, so I can here starting to see how they're working. I'm sorry, not the tutorial, and see how it's work. So my code is going to work. Hey, I don't know how my kids download one of these. They understand how to use it, and it was amazing. And they get to the point that they can start to really using these kind of things. And this is educational. And if we go to the Minecraft world, to the scenarios that we have in the educational library, take a look at this. There are people who created the full cardiovascular system in Minecraft. If you want to take a bio, it's here. If you want to take, I like one that is amazing. This is great. Let me mute Minecraft. This is great. We download and install this. Is how far are the planets? If you ever want to try to explain to someone how big is the distance between the Earth and the Moon and Mars, and somewhere far away there, the Sun, this is amazing because you are going to see everything here in the small trains traveling to one place to another. As I said, as an educational tool, is great. But, and this is the first but that you're going to see for me, I'm a developer, so I really like all of these things and yada yada yada. I left here a couple of all of the official education edition slides that you want to have at the end because you need to see why it's good to do in the classroom. I am not going to go over all of these things. What I like about this is that once Microsoft released this extension to make to learn using educational, then they release the make code. And the make code is amazing. And I'm going to only launch the make code, show to you what we can do, and then go for Minecraft. So once you have Minecraft for Windows 10, you can, let me launch Minecraft. You can launch this tool, which is the make code. You can copy this connection string, and then Let me go to Minecraft, play. I will create a new world. I only need to activate the cheats. Yes, I know. I will create. Yes, I'm sorry about the noise. So when I'm here in Minecraft, what I am going to do now, let me. Ooh. Oh my god. When you create a world, it creates random worlds and it leaves me in a crappy. Let me try to find a big space. I think it's fine. So when I am here, one thing I can do my inventory, I can do crafting, but I can open the chat and I can use the chat to talk with other guys if there is someone else here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect to my application, and then if I go back to my application, I am going to see that, hey, I am kind of inside of Minecraft. What kind of editor do I want to use? I want to use the make code editor. And the make code editor, we have internet, yes, is basically a visual design editor where I can create stuff for Minecraft. So I don't know how crappy is going to be this with side-by-side editors, but I will say that, hey, when I will say, I don't know, chicken, please throw to me a chicken from the sky, and this is coordinates from 10. So I will put this like this, I will go to here, and I will chicken, and somehow there is my chicken. It's not moving. Let me move with my, oh, I'm still in the chat. So there is the chicken, and this is the agent. If I chat chicken again, somewhere here. Oh, I can't get there, I'm sorry. Hey, I will open a couple of samples. I want to show you how you can do this because this is where we start to program Minecraft. So 7:15 is fine for a break?
It's good. Yes, cool.
Chicken was there on the left.
Yes, it's always somewhere here.
Okay, we'll take
I cannot fly.
We'll take a 10-minute break and start again. Actually, let's take a 10-minute break and we'll start again at 7:25.